When we're thinking about determining whether or not there is a concern about hereditary cancer, there are a few red flags that are important to know and to ask about in your family history. For example, we know that hereditary cancers are often diagnosed at a younger than average age, for example, before the age of 50. Most hereditary breast cancer is diagnosed premenopausally. Other red flags that we can see are multiple people within a family who are all diagnosed with the same type of cancer or cancer types that can be associated with the same syndrome. For example, with families who have hereditary breast and ovarian cancer syndrome, many times we may see lots of family members who are diagnosed with breast cancer throughout the generations. But oftentimes we may also see individuals diagnosed with breast cancer as well as individuals diagnosed with ovarian cancer. Rare cancer types can also be an important sign. We know that the frequency of a cancer type is important in determining the likelihood of it being hereditary. Breast cancer is a very common disease, and the majority of breast cancer is not hereditary. Cancer types like ovarian cancer, pancreatic cancer, male breast cancer, which are not as common, although the majority of those types are also not hereditary. Those cancer types alone, due to the low frequency that we see them in the general population, warrant a genetics evaluation. One important thing that I recommend for everyone is to ask your family those questions. Thanksgiving is recognized as National Family History Day, and it can be a great time to sit at the Thanksgiving table and ask all of these types of questions. The pieces of information that I always recommend you obtain in terms of family histories of cancer are the type of cancer that an individual was diagnosed with, any specific details that that family member may know, such as the pathology of their cancer type. The age of diagnosis is also important, and any other details. What kind of treatment was done? What type of surgery was done? Knowing that about your first-degree relatives, which are your parents, your children, and your siblings, your second-degree relatives, which are your grandchildren, aunts and uncles, and your grandparents. And as far as you can go into your third-degree relatives, which would be relatives like your cousins and your great-grandparents, would be important. As much information as you can get about your family history, the more accurate any type of genetics risk assessment will be.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jay Harness, and I want to share with you important information that I believe that every newly diagnosed patient with breast cancer needs to know.
I'm a breast cancer survivor.
I am a breast cancer survivor.
I am a breast cancer survivor.
And I want every woman to know
About personalized breast cancer treatment
and the genomic test.
A test that helps guide a woman and her doctor
to the best treatment options for her.
Pass it on.